What is up, baseball fans? Kris here, aka Snaggle J, Associate Community Manager for Out of the Park Baseball, back with yet another episode of our Milwaukee Brewers franchise. This is episode number 21. I can count on one hand the number of things in my life I've been more committed to than this franchise. We are back. As always, guys, if you missed any of the previous episodes, youtube.com/OOTP developments. All of our archives are hosted on there. They're in one convenient playlist for you. Also, you can find the archives of TJ's Showtime Angel stream, any off-the-cuff stuff that we've done as well, so like the historical tournaments and like that, all over at the OTP Developments YouTube page, youtube.com/OTP Developments. Scott Pence fan, what's up, man? Last time, guys, we kicked off the 2022 season. We played until the end of May. We are not where we want to be, as you can see in the right side of the screen over here. 29-25, 3 games back. We're not doing too bad, but we're not doing particularly well either. We've been pondering making some changes. Our pitching has not been great. What's up, Brew Crew Kevin? Our starting pitching has been really bad. Our bullpen hasn't been particularly fantastic either. Our hitting has been exceptional. And so I was sitting at work today, chat, because, you know, it's Tuesday, and I know I'm streaming this game on Tuesday. So Tuesdays roll around, and I you know, I started thinking, listen, what kind of things am I looking at tonight to try and make the franchise a little better? We're not where we want to be. So then I started thinking, what about Steve Lyons? Axel, what's up, dude? Happy Taco Tuesday. Is Steve Lyons the right guy to be the pitching coach of this team? Like, our pitching is just not very good right across the board. We've had some really big letdowns. Luis Ortiz has arguably been our best pitcher. And he has a 33-22 K to walk ratio. So, you know, that's not great. So it's something we need to consider, chat. You know, do we want to... I mean, Steve Lyons' contract is up at the end of the season. Well, that's the thing. He's not going to make me a championship pitching staff. Very good point. We just need to hope these guys can turn it around. The sore spot for us throughout the entirety of this franchise has been pitching. All right, let's play some games. We're going to get to the draft tonight. See if we can stock up those Milwaukee Brewers cupboards. People have been asking me, hey, how long are you gonna kick on with this franchise? And I'm thinking like right now, like I'm enjoying this so much. Like I'd like to get to at least 2025. Let's see, we got Nola's, Medina's down, Fernandez is down, Hoskins is down, Gatewood down, Crowell down, everybody trending down, Acuna down, Danny Blair, Madero's down, Acevedo down, everyone is trending down. Man, oh man, Matt Wallner's his hitting is going up a little bit, which is good to see. Trade from San Francisco until I win a damn World Series. They want to. A big supporter of OT players making a bigger attempt to get the best staff possible. It does so much to benefit to your team and make sure develop your potentials being met with good staff. Yeah. The problem that we've had in this franchise is that we have been so for example, the biggest signing we made outside of Bryce Harper is probably Chris Sale. And we traded him halfway through the first season because we foresaw giant financial problems coming up, and we were able to unload the massive, ridiculous contract that we had mistakenly signed him to. Speaking of mistakenly signing people to contracts, San Francisco has offered us Dallas Keuchel. You think so, Neely? It's not out of the question. Keuchel's now. See this again. We've dabbled in the Dallas Keuchel fountain a few times. We've explored trades. We said at the beginning of the season we would wait and see because he's coming off 2 really good years in San Francisco. But so far this year, things are not great. His batting average in balls in play, though, is 50 points higher than it was last season. Now, they want Trent, don't call me Rich Grisham, who is our everyday center fielder right now. He's hitting 265, 17 stolen bases, 9 homers, 27 RBIs. I mean, we probably have the bodies to replace him. We could bring Danny Blair back up. We could probably... his defense isn't great, and we're using him in center on top of that. Not only, we're using him in center field. He's having a good year, 806 OPS. He has a 341 on base percentage, which is actually trending well below what he has been doing. But you can see this is the first year where he's getting, he's definitely trending for a career high in at-bats. 181 at-bats, 30 runs. What is hooked on my foot? Ow. But yeah, let's see. So, I mean, he starts balking at 5%. And then when we get to 10%, he's not interested. And that's the thing is Keuchel is making 23 mil, and he's under contract for next season as a 35-year-old. So, I wonder, what do we have? We have multiple guys behind the plate. Keegan's having a pretty good year. TJ Collette isn't really doing much in AA. TJ Collette is a guy that we got. I wonder if they'd have interest. Now let's see. Now see, we go to 10% with TJ Collette in there and they're not interested. So, I mean, we'd have to throw someone I don't want to really give up Chance Denson. We could see Benny's not doing much. Yeah, I mean, at 10%, he's saying no. I think this is probably a hard pass for us. And again, considering that right now we're a third-place team in the division, set it to 20-30, see what they ask for. Let's go 25. J-Man Chan, for those of you who don't know, was a South Korean reliever that we signed last season, and he will be famously remembered because the minute we signed him, the locker room had an extremely negative reaction to him being on the team. He has been probably our best pitcher with a 2.54 ERA, 10 saves, an 11.8 K per 9 innings. So he's probably been our best reliever so far. The other guy to consider, Adonis Medina, he actually leads our team in WAR with 1.5. And so the reason why I'm not interested in trading Medina is he's 2-2 with a 381. But look at the batting average on balls in play, 346. That is way, way above normal. So he would be a much better pitcher if that was down around a league average amount, say in the 315 range. So Dallas Keuchel for us is going to be a hard passerino. Reject. Orlando Arcia was named Player of the Month or Batter of the Month for May. 295, 11 homers, 29 RBIs, and scored 26 runs RC as a free agent at the end of the season, man. It's I really, 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 really would like to work something out with him. But it's that 10 years, man. 10 years, 224 million is a lot of time and a lot of money. Like, I would be more comfortable with something close to what we gave Harper, which is like 5 years with an opt-out after 3. Like, I think we could probably get it down to 6 too. But the problem is that we don't have any money for extensions. Look at the money for extensions down here is like negative. Our ability to re-sign Orlando Arcia is going to be immediately attached to whether Bryce Harper opts out of his contract or not. If Bryce Harper opts out of his contract, then absolutely we have to put all of our eggs in the Orlando Arcia basket. Because look at what this man has done in this franchise. First year, got off to a bit of a rocky start. 271, 20 steals, 17 homers. But since then, 34 homers, 30 steals. 33 homers, 36 steals. 32 homers, 27 steals. 15 homers, and 9 steals so far this year. So, all things being equal, I'd almost rather keep Orlando Arcia and get rid of Bryce Harper, but that's a different story altogether. Lars Nootbaar, American Conference Batter of the Month, hit .313, 7 homers, 27 RBIs, and 28 runs scored. Nootbaar's crushing it down there. He's hitting .288, 7 jacks, 36 ribbies. Laguim Castillo, he's having a pretty good year too. Who is this guy? Where does Laguim Castillo come from, chat? I wonder what I could get for Harper. We haven't been able to get much. The thing is that as much as I'd like this... By the way, guys, speaking of trying to upgrade stuff, if you guys didn't know, where is the trade players? I'll just do this. We put an update in the game today, guys, that allows you to shop multiple players at the same time. So if you want to package a big contract with a top prospect, you can do that now in one shot, and instead of having to do it afterwards. Actually, you know what? I will drop... Let me drop the link in the chat for those of you who haven't seen it. I got it right here anyway. Where is it? Here it is right here. This today. Boom. 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 So there, guys, if you guys go to that link, that is a link to the patch notes from today's patch. So I'll show you guys how this works. So let's say, for example, overall. Because Harper, what? Oh, because I'm on prospects. Duh. So let's say we want to throw Bryce Harper in there. And then let's say we want to throw a prospect in there with him to try and sweeten the deal. And let's say we want to throw TJ Collette, 26-year-old catcher. So now here's where you can specify what you're looking for, prospects, regulars, or veterans. We'd rather not get veterans, I don't think. You can also specify if you're willing to retain salary. You get the salary. If you want to retain, let's say you're willing to retain 20% right off the hop. Boom, put it in there. And also, not only that, you can see we have increased the number of shop attempts you are allowed in a day. It used to be 3. It is now 5. And it increases to 10 during the winter meetings. So then we're going to hit shop now. No one offers a single player in trade, which is hurtful. So now let's say we're willing to eat 25% of Harper's salary, which is 6.3, 6.3, 6.3. Still no one offers a trade. It's definitely the money. We're willing to eat 50. That might get us somebody. Still no one. Nobody wants Bryce Harper. What if we eat 100%? Okay, that's got to be broken. Okay, but maybe, hey, maybe there's an issue. This is the first time I've tried it. We're trying it live. So let's put this back down to 0. I can only do one more today. So let's take Collette out of here. No one offers a trade. Maybe nobody wants Bryce Harper. But that can't be it. At 100%, that should have gotten me something back. I tried it and it worked for me. I'm surprised no one would offer anything for Harper. That is very surprising. All right. Let's get back and play some games. We're going to monitor the situation, chat, as we go through week to week here. Harper can't be that unwanted. No. But maybe they're all confident he's going to opt out. First year player draft. All right. We're picking 18th. We actually have a draft pick this year. Let's go. So we will auto draft our next pick. As per usual, we will hit scouting director recommendation. He wants me to take Will Holland, who is an easy signing from Georgia, 24 years old. And that's the thing. Where he has an opt-out situation, maybe they don't want to give up anything for him. We'll have to see if we can, and if we end up falling behind at the trade deadline, maybe we'll have to be a little more creative. So let's take a look and see what we got. So we do have a couple of 4-star potential ratings on here. Will Holland is a shortstop. So he's one of the top-rated position players left, which is, I think, why we're interested in it. But I think we're going to go starting pitcher. Seems to be the best way for us to go right now. So we do have the option of Jamie Hunter. He was 10-0, 8-2. Obviously, these stats are always very, very good in their favor. Our Howd Scout has him as a 3.5-star potential, 93 to 95, 3/4 delivery. Could be a borderline starter. Easy signability, which is nice. Went to New Orleans, Louisiana College. Good projectable curveball. I don't like that change-up rating for a starter. Let's see what Osa thinks of him. Osa hates him. Osa hates everybody. Osa hates everyone. 45 power potential. Ooh, 50 with the Osa. But we've typically trusted Ted Johnson, and he has led us astray pretty much every single time. Luis Lemus. He does have 50 stamina, but he only has cutter slider. Again, Osa's actually higher on him than our scout. But again, definitely projects as a reliever. The 50 stamina, probably not going to be enough. Good cutter slider combination, good stuff. Very little in the control department. Without a third pitch, we really can't rely on Lemus to be a starting pitcher. And then we have Ron Davis. So again, this is where we're having a huge difference. Ron Davis, according to our scout, not very good. Watch this. A massive jump in the ratings that Osa gives. We have him as both of them have him as a bullpen emergency starter. Fastball, curveball, forkball. Interesting combination. Throws 100 miles an hour. They have him projected as an emergency starter, but if we could develop Ron Davis, okay, we're picking Ron Davis. Somebody Somebody tell me why we're picking Ron Davis. I saw something on this screen that guarantees we're picking Ron Davis. Somebody please find out on this screen the reason we're picking Ron Davis. I'll give you 10 seconds to find it. Eric has it in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy's nickname is Goldilocks. Ron Goldilocks Davis. How do you not pick this guy, chat? How do you not pick Goldilocks Davis? Get out of here, Will Holland. Ron Goldilocks Davis. Obviously, we can't offer him slot. Goldilocks with the forkball. Man, oh man. All right, we're going to draft him. We'll offer him some compensation later. Goldilocks Davis. Holy moly, chat. Who's our scouting director like now? Jamie Hunter's still there, by the way. Jamie Hunter's still there. Will Holland is still there as well. That pitch is just right. And he's probably a brunette. Kevin, don't ruin this for us. Don't ruin this for us. Goldilocks. He probably is, though. So Jamie Hunter is still there. Will Holland is still there, the shortstop. So we went against our scout the first time around, which is, man, Farmer Abendroth. How good is Sturdivant? I'm assuming he was there when our guy was scouted. Sturdivant. Kris Sturdivant. Let's see. Not very. It's pretty solid defensively, solid speed, line drive hitter. I mean, he's your average run-of-the-mill center fielder. Osa thinks he's going to make pretty good contact. He's not bad. He's not great. He's not bad. He's a middle-of-the-road kind of guy. I feel like he's the kind of guy with hard signability that we could probably, like, see if we could pick him up in a later round. Like, he might hang around for a few more rounds. Osa does think he suck. Yeah. Osa thinks he's terrible, other than his void Ks. And then we have Will Holland, who our guy really likes. Well, was he called the Millville Meteor? Oh, he is. The Millville Meteor Part 2. What? He's not even from Millville. He's from Chicago. We're taking that out of there. We're taking that out. Listen, that is blasphemous. Get your nickname out of there, Sturdivant. You're not allowed to have it. Somebody said Matheny. Caden Matheny. So this is what our scout thinks. Can't hit a lick. Very above average defense. Above average speed. So very good defense, very good speed. Absolutely zero hitting ability. We'll look at what Osa thinks. Osa very high on his speed. Very high on his defense. A little bit higher on his hitting than our guy is. So Billy Hamilton Jr., except the difference is this guy plays shortstop. This guy plays shortstop. That'd be the one difference. Interesting. Yeah, that's man. That's an interesting prospect. Let's keep Caden Matheny in mind. So yeah, we had Will Holland, who was the guy we were looking at earlier. He was the guy our scouting director recommended signing early. Not much of a hitter. Not much of anything really. He is interesting. I kind of like the prospect of taking Jamie Hunter here. I mean, I know his changeup is not great, but I'm wondering if it's something that he can work on in the minors. He throws 94, 95. Man, I'm thinking of our pitching depth is all. And at this point, and that's what I think we're gonna do is I think we're gonna. Oh, he's already down there. I think we're and again, very low slot. He just wants slot, and by taking him in the second round, we just saved a bunch of money. So there you go. He could. Yeah, I definitely think he's going to be an integral part of the team going forward. Who's Rob Elliott? And why aren't I hearing more about Rob Elliott? So our guy hates him. Not a fan. Osa loves him. Okay. This is an interesting thing, chat. The guy can't play anywhere in the field very well. Even though he plays first, second, short, left, center, and right. Head game. They've got 70 projected contact, 80 projected gap power. He hit 500 in his senior season of high school. He OPS'd 1577. Oh, yeah, there you go. Turnovers looking at the things that actually matter. Turnovers looking at the things that actually matter. Thank you, Turnover, for paying a little bit of attention. Yeah, I know. You ruined it for everyone, Turnover. Doesn't mean you couldn't. Impossible is generally impossible. Yeah, that's true. It is a third round pick. It is a third round pick. You know what? We're going to give it a shot. We are going to give it a shot. Who was I just looking at? I think he went. YOLO is right. Okay, this is the point of the draft where I just start picking whoever Todd Johnson thinks. Phil Burns. Who's he? Couple star guy. No, he's terrible. I don't want him. They both seem to think Jamie Wagner is the best guy left. Oh, yeah, we'll figure it out. We got the money. Jamie Wagner looks like he could be a good bullpen arm for us. Recommended slot. Worst case scenario, we get a supplemental pick. Yeah, because he was a third rounder, so. What's Jorge Ortega's deal? Switch hitting pitcher. 70 sack bunt. Throws fastball, curveball, sliders. Whoa. What? Fastball, curveball, slider, splitter, circle change, knuckle curve. What's the guy? Yu Darvish? 6-pitch pitcher. Throws 93 to 95. He's a ground baller. 70 sack bunt. I mean, again, how do you not take him? How do you not take him, chat? Extremely hard? Okay, we're going to have to... What's his demand? Extremely hard. All right. What else we got? We got some closers. They still... All right, we'll take Phil Burns. We'll take your Phil Burns. Steve Knoll is a pitcher. We do need outfielders in the minors. I don't disagree. We do need some outfielders. I think we're gonna we'll let the AI do the rest. I can't be bothered to spend an hour and a half meticulously looking through guys who I'm never gonna look at ever again. We got the guys we wanted, chat. That's what matters. Oh, it is excruciatingly hot in here tonight. All right. So we got some negotiations to do. Ron Davis listed in the email as a top 10 prospect. Goldilocks. Goldilocks, top 10 prospect. We got him 18th. We got Chad O'Neill. So the only other guy that we didn't draft that we have to sign is Chad O'Neill, who we signed we drafted in the 30th round. Has some impossible stuff happening. Not really sure why we drafted him. He's pretty trashed. He's pretty garbage, chat. So Ron Davis wants $3.4 million. So let's come in at, and we'll come in at 3. That is 3 million, not 30, right? Okay, we'll come in at 3 and see what he says. O'Neill hit 400. He's going to university, though. He's from Texas. Well, you know what? Throw him $150K, see what he says. He's not coming. And then the only other guy we got to worry about, guys, is Rob Elliott, our center fielder with impossible signing. So let's, you know what? He would need a bonus significantly above $4.2 million to consider signing. Significantly above $4.2 million. Wow. Is that a hard pass right off the bat? Is that a hard pass? You have a set draft budget of 6. You have spent 0 so far and have $4 million in outstanding offers. You have budget room of $28 million. What do you guys think? I'm thinking it's probably a hard pass. He's playing head games with us. I'm thinking this is probably... I don't think he's worth it. I mean, he can't play anywhere in the field. He's not a very good... I mean, it says he's got good... Well, dude hit 500. 500 in high school. And that's the thing. We'll probably be able to draft him again in 3 years. So we're going to leave him. All right, let's focus on how our team is doing. We're still 3 games over. Yes, that's way too much. Hard pass. Not a consideration right now, chat. Let's go check our mail. Check the National League voting updates. See how we got doing. Rhys Hoskins is second among first baseman voting. Betts second among second baseman. Arcia second among shortstops. And I'm assuming Bryce probably leads amongst right fielders. He does. We have no pitchers of any kind. Good. Luis Alexander Basabe. Weston Wilson. 8 for 16 last week. Heating up. Shortlist him. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. That's good thinking. We'll have him there for another time. Create new shortlist. Draft. Can't believe I don't have one of those already. 4 games over 500, so we're chipping away. We got St. Louis and Pittsburgh between us. We got a message. Jorge Ortega, he was convinced. All right, we got him. Ron Davis, convinced. Chad O'Neill, he's gone. Still not satisfied. He has no intentions. Fine. We'll shortlist him too. So Goldilocks, ladies and gentlemen, Goldilocks is in the organization. Where'd they put him? Why aren't these all sorted by position like they're supposed to be? He's probably going to Helena, right? Ortega's there. Where'd they send him? We have so many good players. Oh, he's in rookie Milwaukee. Oh, he's only going to Arizona. No, I just don't have them all on here. I have the designated for assignment and the DL down here, so I just don't have the second one on there. We have Helena, and then we have the AZL and the DSL as well. I just didn't have them all on the screen. That's all. Phil Burns went down there with him. Cool. I am going to do a complete minor league system setup. We haven't done one in a while. We do let the computer control our, the AI control where our guys are in the minors. So they actually moved him up to A-ball, which is probably not where he should be. Send him down to rookie. I don't want him overmatched. Josiah Gray says wants to be in AAA. Bradish Gahara. Luis Gahara's been pitching really good. Gahara's been pitching pretty good in AAA, although that ERA is ugly. Caden Lemons? Nah, his ERA is ugly too. Kyle Bradish looks like he's pitching well. Domingo Acevedo has been pretty good as their closer, which is good to see. I wish we had somewhere to give Lars Nootbaar regular bats, but we just don't. We just don't have that right now. Nootbaar, I think, is going to end up being a guy that we're going to lose. So, I think Lars Nootbaar is a guy that we're probably going to end up losing eventually. We just don't have the room for him. We've been trying and trying, and then every time he does get some playing time, I mean, he's just really bad. He doesn't get those on base percentages with the big club that he's getting in AAA. Justice Sheffield has been pitching a lot better in the bullpen, and we might just leave him there. All right, so we're 1.5 back. Let's keep on keeping on here through another week. We're into June now. We're in June. We're going to keep on trucking here, chat. If you guys are brand new here to the Out of the Park Twitch channel, make sure you guys hit that follow button at the top of the screen. Currently, we stream 3 nights a week here on the channel. TJ typically streams Out of the Park Baseball on Monday nights. I stream on Tuesday nights. And Adam and Jeff stream Franchise Hockey Manager, our other game, on Wednesday night. So if you like simulation sports games, make sure you guys hit that follow button. We recently surpassed 1,300 followers here on the Twitch channel. We also recently surpassed 3,000 subs on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for the support of our Twitch and our YouTube channels. We appreciate it. Starting pitching still not getting it done. Walker Buehler's been awful. That's a problem. Jamie Hunter signs. That's good. Brandon Finnegan on the Cubs. Ouch. Oh my geez, he's pitching awful too. He's horrendous. German Marquez 9-4 with a 427. Aren't you glad we traded him to Philadelphia for Aaron Nola, who's been trash? Bryce Harper leads the National League in OPS with a 1069 right now, which is insane. It did seem like a good idea at the time. I still think it's a good idea in the long run. Why isn't Luis Ortiz getting any decisions? 5-man strict order. Justice Sheffield continues to pitch well. Josh Hader averaging 16 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is not his career high. His career high was in 2019 when he struck out 16.1. Definitely an MVP of the franchise thus far. 41 2/3 this year, 32 hits, 14 runs, 17 walks, 74 Ks. Josh Hader's been so good in this franchise, chat. He really has. He's been amazing. J-Man Chan has been getting lit up as of late. Lately, he's been getting crunched. What month are we in? June? He has a 9.58 ERA in the month of June. Yeah, he's 16 Ks per 9 is wild. So he's getting absolutely demolished. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. His days as the closer. His days as the closer could very well be over. And I'll tell you what, if we take him out of there, we may go closer by committee, and I may start putting Justice Sheffield in the mix. Because Sheffield, in 14 1/3 innings in June, has not allowed a run. 14 1/3 innings in June, he's allowed 11 hits, no runs, 5 walks, 18 strikeouts. So Mr. Sheffield is starting to figure it out, chat. He had a really bad April. His April was 740. May, he got down to 471. Trade J-Man for a starting pitcher. The Sheffield trade was a fleece. It could end up being a fleece. Now he's got 14 innings in the month with no runs allowed. I mean, J-Man, we said when we signed him that we may have to look at the possibility of dumping him. But I think it might be premature. Might be premature to trade J-Man just yet. There's Matt Wallner. Matt Wallner's having a pretty good year too. 12 homers and 40 RBIs. We've also picked him up in the Ronald. Was it the Ronald Acuna trade or was it the Yelich trade? The Nola trade. Oh, Legume Castillo was having such a good year down there in Biloxi. Season's over. So Wallner wins Player of the Week. Trevor Morrison wins Player of the Week. But we really got to start thinking about what we're going to do. Because we're not making any headway, chat. That's the problem, guys. We're not making any sort of forward momentum. That's a problem. We want to be like, we want to be moving forward. Like right now, we're just kind of sputtering. It's not good. Not good. Good week this week, though. 41-36. We gained a couple games. So now we're 42-36. So we gained 3 games that week. Could be worse. Look at the AL Central. That's gross. That's gross how good they are. Dodgers are second place there. So we're 3 back in the wild card because of the Nationals. So really, the division is our more realistic shot right now. We're a half game back. Poor Tigers. Yeah, they're pathetic. They're not good. Marlins are terrible. Giants are terrible. It's rough sledding right now. So we take a quick look at how the team's doing. Acuna's struggling in the leadoff. 249. He has 13 homers. Wondering if maybe it's time to switch up him and Betts. Let's see if that might spear them on a little bit. Arcia, Harper, Hoskins, 18, 19, 20 home runs. Everyone in the lineup has double-digit home runs except for Kyle Crowell and Mookie Betts. They both have 7. Kyle Crowell, I'm not going to lie, we did predict he was going to win. What did we say he's going to win? Platinum stick for third base? Yeah, that's not going to happen. 76 strikeouts and 17 walks. That's a problem. But he's learning by doing. Offense is top 3 in every offensive category. It is. It's the defense. That's the part that's killing us. Okay, let's go look at our lineups. No, pitching staff. We're gonna make some changes. So let's look at the pitching stats. Splits. June. 7.82 ERA in June for our closer. That's not good. Looks like Justice Sheffield has given up runs. That hurts. But he's still having an absolute electric month. 2 runs allowed in 17 2/3, 23 strikeouts versus 6 walks. So, I mean, we could almost use him. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move J-Man into the setup role. Now to let Hader. I don't want to put Hader in as the closer. I think we're just going to let it be closer by committee. I don't want Cody Carroll pitching in high leverage. I want nothing. High leverage, I want Josh Hader out there. And then we'll use Sheffield as lefty specialist. And then, wait, any of these guys have a little bit better stamina? Mace has 55, so maybe we'll move him to long man. And then we're going to move Sheffield into middle relief. Okay, what's our strategy looking like? Stealing bases, we're going to tone that down some. Base running conservative, use hit and run. We're going to tone that down. Sack bunt, we're toning that down. Squeeze bunt play, tone that down. Pitch around, intentional walk, play infield in. We want a quick hook. Hook relievers. Favor lefty-righty matchup. I don't really care about that. Pinch hit for pitchers frequently. Pinch hit for position players. No, not so much. Use pinch runners. No, we don't really have any of those. All right. All right, all right, all right. Things are looking good. We're going to get into July here, which is looking good. Chat. Love the strategy presets. I do enjoy the strategy presets. They do work really well, too. Maybe we're going to tone back on the speed a little bit, let our big boppers do some more damage. You can see we were briefly in first place. Personal message from Mark Atanasio. Team record, you have put us in position to make a second half run. Remember, the postseason has been our goal all year. Keep up the hard work. I made it clear I wanted Yelich to sign to extension. He's very talented. I'm very disappointed with the decision to part with him. We traded him. But very happy with your progress. That being said, when I look at the team's history on and off the field, my overall impression doesn't rank quite highly. Dang. He's relatively happy. I mean, here's the thing. Our budget keeps going up. Our revenue keeps going up. We're going to make record revenue this year for the team. We're going to approach $200 million of revenue this year. Our attendance, we have one of the best attendances in the league. So he's relatively happy. And rightfully so. Domingo Acevedo's pitching lights out down there, so we'll be able to give him a call up. Ryan Kirchner is pitching good. 5-1 in 6 starts. Nice. Matt Wallner, best hitter in Double-A, hit .340 with 10 homers and 26 RBIs in June. All of a sudden, we have a glut of really good first basemen. Wallner's was drafted 6, 7, 8 years ago. But he is starting to Wallner again. If Wallner works out and Aaron Nola can get back to some sense of reasonability, like pitching back more towards his career line, we could have really dominated that trade if Wallner works out, because he was just a throw-in. All right. Let's go. We're going to play another week. We're on June 1st. We're only going to play a few days because we're already on Friday. Ooh, it's going to be our monthly update, quarterly update. International free agent period signing starts. Nicaragua. Juan Beza from Nicaragua. You don't see that every day. Juan Vargas from El Salvador. Let's see who we got for international amateurs chat. Jorge Hurtado, 16 from the Dominican. I don't really doubt, these guys are such a crapshoot. Juan Vargas is from Salvador. Don't see that every day either. Juan Beza from Nicaragua. I kind of want to sign him just because he's from Nicaragua. Fastball, sinker, slider, changeup. Is he relatively cheap? $5 million? Nope. That doesn't qualify as cheap, chat. So yeah, there's probably nobody here that we're gonna go after right now. Doesn't really look like 45 power. Upcoming free agents. Look at all these upcoming free agents this year too. Gary Sanchez is a free agent this year. Michael Fulmer. Oh, that's Michael Feliz, sorry. Posey's a free agent, but he's going to be 36. Arcia is probably going to be one of the bigger name free agents, especially considering that he's 27. Some really, really good names. Free agency this year will be interesting. The whole tone of free agency, and again, I know we're looking ahead a couple of streams still, but the entire tone of free agency is going to be set by Bryce Harper. If Bryce Harper decides he wants to walk, he's going to walk. And that's going to be that. And then we're going to be putting all of our eggs in the Orlando Arcia basket. And then trying to plug a hole in right field. Maybe we move Mookie Betts back to right field. Who knows? Different problems for different days, chat. I guess a few more emails here. What do we got? Yeah, it's just voting updates. No need to get too excited. Draft pick signing deadline. The only guy we have is Rob Elliott. Oh, he's still awaiting an offer. Oh, yeah, right. We're not offering him one. Ha. Right. He wants $1 million. More than we're willing to even think about. Aaron Nola's been suspended 6 games. Got in each other's face, Yalowitz got 4, and Nola got 6. Why? Come on. That's terrible. That hardly seems fair, chat. Hardly seems fair. We're into first place. So Rob Elliott. So we'll be getting compensation for Rob Elliott because he didn't sign him. Lucas Sims is hurt. Ugh. It's not good. It's not good at all. So Lucas Sims is out 6 to 7 weeks. We'll throw him on the 60, I guess, for now. Because that frees up a spot. And it's probably time to bring Domingo Acevedo back. He's been absolutely just crushing it in AAA. So we're going to get him on the normal usage. Justice Sheffield continues to be very good. He finished June with a .92, 25 Ks in 19 2/3. In July, he has not yet given up. He threw 3 shutout innings, 1 hit and 3 Ks, no walks. He's back. How long do we wait before we put him back in the rotation? That's the question. So that's the thing. Because he's excelling in the bullpen, do we leave him there? Who got hurt? Oh, Sims is one of our starters. Yeah, Lucas Sims. So we got to put him back in. Because Lucas Sims is starting for us. He replaced Justice Sheffield. That's right. I forgot. I'm so used. We've had Lucas Sims as a long man in this franchise for so long. I forgot that we were actually using him as a starter. So Sheffield finds his way back into the rotation by default. Unless we wanted to call up Luis Guerrera. No, we'll roll with Sheffield for now. Sheffield's there. We've got Guerrera in case something else happens. See how Sheffield's first start goes later this week. St. Louis starting to fall. We received a trade proposal from Los Angeles. They want to send us Logan Forsythe for Garrett Hampson and Omari Lucene. That's a non-starter. Omari Lucene is not going anywhere. We drafted him in the first round last year, also 18th, just like Goldilocks this year. He has 19 saves in A+, 3.96 ERA, 74 strikeouts in 52 innings. Got to get the walks down. Got to get the walks down, buddy. Pitching staff. Sheffield pitches tomorrow. So we'll see how that works out for us. Dodgers have been trying to trade us Logan Forsythe. Lucene in the membrane. Exactly. Yeah, we're going to have to put Logan Forsythe on we do not want. Not interested. Reject trade. Danny Blair, who at one point we were really looking at for like being like a cool dude. He's just a bench bum now. Leucine in the membrane. Leucine in the brain, man. Leucine in the membrane. He's Leucine. He's got no brain. Aw, did Sheffield get killed? We're 2.5 up, chat. Things are looking good. Let's see how Sheffield made out in his start. His ERA went way up. That doesn't bode well. See his log. So he threw 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 home runs, 8 strikeouts. He did have 8 strikeouts and no walks. He did have 8 Ks and no walks. So if we're taking positives out of it, he struck out 8 guys in 3 innings. 8 strikeouts in 3 innings, didn't walk anybody. That to me means he's getting another start. I know, Chad. I know. All-Star game this week? Next week. We're just reeling off wins, chat. Minnesota Twins want to send us Brandon Drury for left-handed pitcher Brandon Presley, who's not really anybody, and third baseman Arturo Rivera, who is a non-starter as well. Oh, he got rocked again. 2 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, 1 K. What am I going to do about Justice Sheffield? The guy pitches absolutely, like, ridiculously lights out in the bullpen, and then he can't get anybody out as a starter. 2 starts, 5 2/3, 13 hits, 11 runs, all earned, 3 homers, 4 walks, 9 Ks. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. So let's see. I guess that means we're bringing Luis Gajara up. Yeah. The Dos Luises. I agree 100%. And we're going to move Sheffield back to his middle relief with his lefty specialist. And we're going to see where it goes. Because it's not working out the way we have it right now. It's really just not there. It's not working. We put him, like, he was pitching really well, and again, injury forced us to put him back in the rotation. So they really want, so Nico Horner, 25. He's hitting. All right. Now you got me interested. You offered me a guy who's playing a little better. So Danny Blair right now is on the big league club. He's doing absolutely nothing. Arturo Rivera is a guy that we signed in 2020 as an international free agent. He is in the Arizona-Milwaukee League. He's hitting .353 right now. No homers. Also only 1 walk in 51 at-bats. So he's got some pretty solid pop. They want to offer us Nico Horner. Was drafted in 2018, 5th round. He's angry. He thinks he should be in the big leagues. Pretty average guy. Second base, shortstop, solid speed, solid D. AAA is hitting .338 right now. In 231 at-bats, guys hitting .338. Only 38 strikeouts, 9 steals, 4 homers, 25 RBIs, 22 walks, and almost 400 on-base percentage. Interesting. Gives us an up the middle guy, can play second. His batting average isn't pretty good. 338 last year in Double-A. He must have been hurt. Oh no, he spread it across multiple levels. Last year he spread across multiple levels, hit 333 and 274. So that's like well closer to 274. Let's see. So the question is, what's Minnesota's thing? It's Cincinnati. They don't have what they're trying to do. So let's see what they have on their active roster that they might be trying to get rid of. Because again, we're trying to upgrade. I'm okay with giving up Arturo. I really don't think he's ever going to become anything other than a high strikeout with some power Cuban. I think he's going to fall into that typical Cuban mold where he hits for a low average. I mean, and the thing is, right now, he's not hitting for any power. 120 at-bats in the minors this year, and he has 1 home run. So the power's not there. So if the power's not there, I don't know. Plus, we have a lot of different options at third base right now. We have Phil Burns now. We have... who else is there? There's Crowell, who we're using at third, who probably is going to stick there now, I think. Cincinnati's a division rival too, eh? And they're the worst team in the division, 11.5 back. So they're selling. Joey Votto. He's 38 years old. He has another 3 years at 25, and a team option for $20 million. With that, we can buy out. Keep that in mind. He's hitting 259, 8 homers. So Joey Votto's career is over. He's no good anymore. He's really bad. He's been sent down to the minors. That must have been a rehab. Must have been a rehab assignment. What's Taylor Trammell like? He's hitting 246. More interested to see what they have for pitching. Antonio Santillan. 4-9 with a 5 ERA. Way too many walks, not enough strikeouts. They don't have much for starters. AJ Puckett. He's 27. Daniel Norris. What's Daniel Norris doing down there? Is he making a fortune, though? Van Man. I'd take Daniel Norris for some depth if they'd be willing to give it to us. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. Ryan Braun. We get Ryan Braun back, chat. We get Ryan Braun back. Oh, chat. We could get Ryan Braun back. He can retire as a Brewer. Hasn't been to the All-Star game in 7 years. He's hitting 263, 5 homers, 18 RBIs. I mean, he's way too expensive. We're not trading for Ryan Braun. I'd like to bring him back, but look, since we got rid of him, he's been every bit as atrocious as you could ever imagine for the money he was probably getting. Tristan Cases? Really? This must be a joke. It is. I was making it funny. Did you not find it funny? And if not, why? Luis Alveda, no, he's not very good. Chris Vailman, Viaman. All right, I'm willing to do this. I know it doesn't make much sense to us, but it makes sense to me. Because gives us, it serves a couple of needs for us. It gives us another pitcher. Can I send Norris down? Okay, that's fine. Who did we just trade? Danny Blair? Okay. Can we send Horner down? That's fine. We're going to send him down to AAA. And then Norris can come to the big club. That's fine. Then that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's fine. Mays to go back down. And might be Nootbaar o'clock. Who do we have in the outfield? We have any other outfielders? Acuna, Grisham, Harper. We need an outfielder. Sorry. Trevor Larnach. He's hitting three. What? Trevor Larnach hitting 358, 7 homers, 61 RBIs, 51 walks, 20 steals. Who the heck is this guy? Where did we trade with Chicago? Is this the guy that we got for Vic? Is it the guy we got for Vic? No, it's the guy we got for Yanni, don't call me Laurel Chirinos. Excellent. Let's get him up there. Get him in the lineup every day. I hear him. Start him. We're going to start him in outfield. Can you play all the outfields? Nah, that's fine. Put him in left field. How's our catching situation, BT Dubs? He could take Harper's place next season. Exactly. Scott Penn's fans on my level right now. Juan Fernandez not having a good year. Kyle Crowell getting better. I mean, I keep Jake Gatewood around because I feel like Lars Nootbaar benefits better from having the everyday at-bats. But I think we're going to have to probably get rid of Gatewood and keep Nootbaar on the roster for next year. Lourdes Gurriel. Austin Allen all of a sudden hitting 312, by the way. Just all of a sudden. Threatened the dude with losing his job, and then all of a sudden he's hitting 312. What a great catcher he's blossomed into. Last 3 seasons, 306, 281, 312, 18 homers, 26 homers, and he has 12 homers this year. Slugging above 500 all 3 seasons. In real life, Acuna's hit 8 homers. Yeah, I know, he's on fire. In this game, he is not. But he does have 18. When did he get to 18 home runs? My word, chat. That's insane. We have 18, 19, 21, 26. A couple guys with 12, and Betts has 10. We just have to get Crowell up to 10. And that'll be everyone in the lineup. So we're going to go into the All-Star break as the National League Central leader. 9 or 10 games over 500, possibly 11, depending on how this last day before the All-Star break goes. Harper's starting to turn it on again. Listen, Harper has done this to us every year. The problem with Bryce Harper is that he has not hit. He's hit absolutely nothing in the playoffs. What's happening here? Trade proposal from Philly. They want to send us Trevor Rosenthal. Not having a good year. I'm not ready to give up on Ethan Paul yet. I know he's 25 now, but I'm not ready to give up on him. And Shane Drohan, he's a nothing, but I have no interest in Trevor Rosenthal at all. Final results for the National League All-Star voting. Rhys Hoskins wins the voting, and it will be the starting first baseman. Mookie Betts finishes second at second base. Orlando Arcia finishes third at shortstop. Tough competition. Betts in the leadoff spot definitely spurred on some offensive stuff. Bryce Harper wins the voting in the outfield for right fielders. We have no starters and no relievers. So let's take a look at the full All-Star Game rosters. For the American League, we have Albert Abreu from Cleveland, Mike Clevenger from Cleveland, Sonny Gray from Boston, Tristan McKenzie from Cleveland, Shohei Ohtani from the Angels, Quintana from Boston, Robbie Ray from the Angels, Blake Snell from the Rays, who will be the starter, 11-2 with a 3.02 ERA. Relievers, Brad Brock of the Yankees, Riley Farrell of the Houston Astros, Alvarado for the Rays, Colby Blueberg for the Blue Jays, Yandel Gustave from Houston, Jimmy Herget from Boston, Andrew Miller from the Yankees. Catchers, Francisco Mejia from Cleveland, Kevin Plawecki from Oakland, Brett Sullivan from Tampa. First base, Paul Goldschmidt from Tampa Bay, JD Martinez from Houston, Tokido Murakami from the Angels, Matt Olson from Oakland. Second base, Rougned Odor from Texas. Third base, Rafael Devers from Boston, Josh Donaldson from Toronto, Jose Ramirez from Cleveland, Logan Taylor from Seattle. Shortstop, Corey Seager from Cleveland leads the all of baseball with a .361 batting average. Outfielders, Benintendi from the Red Sox, Grichuk from the Twins, Eloy Jimenez from the White Sox, Jared Kalenic from Baltimore, Estevan Florial from the Yankees, Khalil Lee from Kansas City, and Nomar Mazara from Detroit. The National League, Yadier Alvarez from the Dodgers, Jake Drossner. What? Jake Drossner's an all-star. What? Man. So we traded Jake Drossner with Billy Hamilton, and we got Cole Wagner, who's hitting 105, Sean Ruth, who's hitting 238, and Nate Gaines, who's hitting 219. And Jake Drossner is an all-star. All right. John Duplantier from Arizona. Matt Gage from San Francisco, Carlos Martinez from St. Louis, Marcus Molina from the Mets, Alex Reyes from the Cardinals, Noah Syndergaard from the Mets, Tuki Toussaint from the Braves. Bullpen, Keone Aquila from the Cardinals, Mark Melanson from the Braves, Blake Treinen from the Braves, Craig Kimbrell from the Mets, Chris Lewis from the Cubs, Akil Morris from the Braves, and Dovydas Neverauskas from Pittsburgh. Catchers, Wilson Contreras from the Cubs, Tyler Moore from Cincinnati, Buster Posey from San Francisco. First baseman, Milwaukee Brewers, Rhys Hoskins. Second base, Ozzie Albies from the Braves, Nick Madrigal from San Diego, Jurickson Profar from St. Louis. Third base, Norlin Arenado from the Rockies, Chris Bryant from the Cubs. Shortstop, Milwaukee Brewers, Orlando Arcia. Also, Francisco Lindor from the Dodgers, Trey Turner from the Nationals. Outfield, Harrison Bader from the Cardinals, Michael Conforto from the Mets, Travis Swaggerty from the Nationals, Monty Harrison from the Marlins, Victor Robles from the Nationals, Bryce Harper from the Milwaukee Brewers, and Yasiel Puig from Philadelphia. So we have Harper, Arcia, Hoskins. Two of those three will start in the All-Star game, which I'm glad to see. Well, guys, that is going to do it for tonight's stream. We got up to the All-Star break of our 2022 season, which is fantastic. Got ourselves some All-Stars. We got in much better position than we had been. We started the stream 3 games over 500. We are now 11 games over 500 and have a 2.5 game lead in the National League Central. We made a few moves. We got ourselves in much better playoff position. Thank all you guys for coming by. Again, if you're brand new to the Twitch channel, make sure you hit that follow button up at the top of the screen. Also, make sure you follow Out of the Park Baseball on all of our various social medias. Twitter.com/OTPBaseball, Facebook.com/OTPBaseball, and YouTube.com/OTPDevelopments. As always, guys, if you guys want to pick up your very own copy of Out of the Park Baseball, it is available on Steam, on EA Origin, and it is available on our own website. For more information, head over to otpdevelopments.com. Guys, I'll be back next Tuesday. Same snaggle time, same snaggle channel, 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, as we will be continuing with the 2022 season in our Milwaukee Brewers franchise. But as always, that's going to do it for me. I have been Kris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, Associate Community Manager for Out of the Park Baseball. And until next time, keep swinging for the fences.